Hi, welcome back to Talk of the Town. Franny Gerthofer, Executive Director of the Hilton Head Humane Association, a WHHI-TV news partner, explains the procedure for those who need to relinquish responsibility of their pets. Franny.
Good morning.
Tia.
Yes.
I love her. She's adorable.
Yes, she is. She was the little dog running around in Hilton Head Plantation a couple weeks ago.
Aww.
Couldn't catch her, and then finally able to. Came into the shelter a little bit scared and, you know, sort of out of wax, but she's doing really, really well.
Yeah.
I mean, she is heartworm positive, so we do have to work on that first.
Right.
But I thought it would be a nice idea to let the people know at Hilton Head Plantation that she's safe.
She's safe.
And
We found
yep,
her.
and we're going to treat
She's
her.
Sweet.
She's sweet, and so, you know, soon she'll be available for adoption.
Very nice. So let's talk about this. Relinquishing an animal. What is the proper procedure? These are people who may, for whatever reason, not be able to keep their pets.
Correct. And there is such, you know, the idea is to have first and foremost, is to have a conversation, because so much can be solved in a conversation. And so we encourage folks to call us, to call Beaufort County, to call their local animal shelter and just have a conversation about why they can no longer keep their pet. And oftentimes through that conversation, you can solve the issue. I mean, sometimes people fall on financial burdens. You know, some organizations are able to assist with that. Some, you know, sometimes it's a behavioral issue. Again, organizations are able to assist with that. So our job really is to try to keep the pet in the home, first and foremost. So we're trying not to relinquish or abandon, and obviously, you know, we work on non-reproduction as well. But the idea is first and foremost to try to keep the animal in the home. And what we're finding, and what's very unfortunate, is people don't want to have that conversation. So they are abandoning their animals to situations that are not safe. And as a result, and it has just happened at our shelter not too long ago, within the last month actually, that an animal died because of an owner that threw their cats, 2 cats, over our fence. And we were able to find one after we found the first one that was unfortunately deceased in our parking lot.
Oh,
so that's very disturbing, you know.
And especially because, like you said, there are options.
There are so many options. And what's unfortunate about that situation is the more we investigated exactly what happened, we were there. There were cars in the parking lot. You know, so it indicated to the person who did this that maybe somebody was there to assist you. And so we only found out, obviously, about the cat when we found the one that was deceased, but then knew that they were abandoned 4 days before. So, and then there was a second one. So that's why we searched for the second one, and fortunately, we were able to find it.
And so what about an aggressive animal that maybe an owner doesn't want anymore, Franny?
I mean, there are, you know, there's always a fine line between, you know, what is the definition of aggressive. But if you are an owner that is aware of your animal that has bitten or scratched or shows that tendency for aggressiveness, then again, to relinquish or to abandon that animal at a shelter with no information puts everybody at harm's way. And unfortunately, it is the owner's responsibility to, you know, disclose that type of information so that we keep everybody safe. And if there's an organization out there that takes in highly aggressive animals, then, you know, I'm here today to ask who you are so that there's a resource. But our shelter is not equipped to take in highly aggressive animals. We need to keep our staff safe. We need to keep the other animals in the shelter safe. And we definitely do not want to adopt out an animal that is aggressive. And if it comes in and we're not aware of it, or if it has those tendencies every once in a while, then, you know, it's scary to think that possibly something could happen in the future. So the more information we can receive on an animal, the better, and the better we're able to help the animal and the owner. But to put a family in harm's way by not disclosing what you know to be true about your animal is actually really it's disturbing, really.
Yeah. So next time when you come back, we're going to discuss hurricane season, and we'll take it from there.
We really have to, because a lot of abandonment happens during, you know, those high intense times. So this is just sort of to get started on that conversation. But I appreciate your time.
Thanks, Franny. And we'll be right back with Talk of the Town.